Okay, today we are in the city of David. Look at Georgia with her hat. She's ready for her hike. We're doing the Pilgrim Path.
Yeah, and we're very excited to take Laura and Georgia
Yeah,
to
that's
the first city in Jerusalem where everything began.
the city of David?
City of David, where everything began.
That's the first city? Oh, I
Yes,
didn't know
the
that.
first city.
So we're going to do the Pilgrim Path from the Pool of Siloam all the way up to the southern steps to the western wall, which is a 2,000-year-old pilgrimage path from the
Pool of Siloam,
where Jesus healed the blind man, all the way up
to the southern
steps to the entrance of the temple.
Hallelujah.
So here we go. Descending very steep stairwell. I could see behind me how far we have come down. So you want to say where we're at?
In the tunnel, the Canaanite tunnel of City of David, and we keep going down to, I could say, the first layer of the city, to 3,300 years ago. 300 years before David came. And even the Jebusite, and took over the city for like a few centuries from the Canaanites. So we are at the intersections, in a way I could say, between the wet tunnel, which is 533 meter long, and the dry tunnel. King Hezekiah built a wet tunnel to make some detour and not let to the water to go down to the Kidron Valley, and by that to keep the water inside of the city. That's a very smart thing to do, because when your enemy surrounding the city, they have no water to use, and as the prophet Isaiah said, why we should give to our enemy a water and place to stay. And here is that's the entrance to the wet tunnel, and that's the Gihon spring starting from here, which means coming out of the ground, and go all the way to the Siloam pool. And now we're going to walk to the dry tunnel. Careful, it's very narrow. We're literally walking in a tunnel of more than 2,000 years, actually 2,700 years old. That's easily 2,700 years old. If we're talking about the time of Hezekiah the king, so it's 700 BCE. Ready? Well, here we are in the Pool of Siloam, where Jesus healed the blind man. Remember that, yeah? So look, finally we starting to excavate it and go deep in the pool, and that's the deeper than we could go, actually. And all that area was a really huge pool, which is thousands of, maybe millions of pilgrims all over the world used to come and baptizing before the ascending to the temple. And now Laura and I, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ascending to the temple from the street, the Pilgrim Street, all the way up to the southern stairs of the temple. Well, we are the beginning of the Pilgrim Path. We're gonna walk up, or ascending to the temple by walking all the way up. And here you can see maybe how people was here in the other side of the path selling all kind of things to the pilgrim. And down below us, down below the street, you see the drainage of the city, which is all the water was like running over here. And another thing then it's very important to understand the steps of the street. You see there is a gap between every step, and that's to make kind of a majestic walking up like that, easy, not to hurry up. And when you're walking like that, you're walking with a kind of an honor to the temple. And by building the steps one other after, then it seems like you just running up there. So I'm gonna do that.
And it's a new excavation in the city of David.
Yeah. And above us, it's the road. Above us is the road. Then people driving all the way up to the Western Wall.
So we're underground.
Underground actually, but
and
now we're underground. But think about it, 2,000 years ago, that was the ground. That was the level of the city. Now we're seeing the narrow street, and it's not all narrow, it was very wide. And maybe here in a minute we're going to see how it was supposed to look, the street. You can see it from that side all the way to that side, since we cannot take all over the dirt and everything, so you just like could see. And the stone that we are standing up on it, that's the original pavement of the street. Look at that. So
this is the original street?
Street. That's the original, and it was a covering with a pavement. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all over to the
so from
temple.
What, 2,000, more than 2,000 years old?
2,000 more. A little bit more.
This is the street that pilgrims would walk on to the temple.
And if you switch the camera, you could see how it was supposed to be from that edge to that part. And look how wide it is. Go all the way like that. Now, we're going in a part of the street, obviously, or the path. Again, we're walking right now, and that's the pavement of the city. I think by seeing that picture, we're seeing how very important was for the people to come, first of all, to baptize here, to purify yourself before you come into the holy place, which is up there, the temple. And always thinking when you're coming to pray to the Lord, you ascending yourself, you're not descending yourself, okay? So in a way, when King Solomon chose that Mount of Moriah, he did it with a purpose, to build it in a very high place, but not the highest mount in Jerusalem. And that's a very important also to understand the deep faith of the Jewish temple. If every pagan temple will be in a very high mount, that temple, you could see the temple from all the mountains around it. When the Bible said in Jerusalem and mountain around it, you should come to the temple and see highest mountain around the temple, which means you could see God come to earth.
It's newly excavated, so you can see how they're taking buckets of pottery, all the findings, pottery found here. It's pretty amazing.
just finished and we came out of the Pilgrim Path, and what we're doing the way to the Western Wall. One thing I want to show you here, that's the wall that's surrounding the old city of Jerusalem, which means the wall around the old city of Jerusalem, it's a 1 square kilometer, which means 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. Inside it's a 1 square kilometer. Just briefly a few informations about the city. 70,000 residents inside of the city. 70% of them it's a Muslim, 20% Christians, and only 10% Jewish people which they live in the Jewish quarter. One thing here, you could see a different type of a stone. Those, the biggest one with a frame around it, we call this Herod stone, and the little one that we're seeing over here is from the 12th century, which means Crusader side, or either all the way up, it's from the Ottoman Empire time. Why it's like that? It's like that because the city destroyed and rebuild and again. So people used to use the stone from the different period time.